Welcome to Seacrest Country Day School, where we encourage our students to take risks and push the boundaries of their knowledge and skills. In this video, we'll be showcasing the 8th grade Keystone Project, a transformative experience that equips our students with the ability to research thoroughly, analyze critically, solve problems creatively, and communicate effectively. Join us as we explore how this cornerstone project enriches the entire student, preparing them for future academic and personal success.
Fortune 500 companies are frustrated with universities, claiming they're not producing graduates who can thrive in the ever-changing workforce. They're begging for the 21st century skills to take the forefront. It's clear that knowing a bunch of information in today's world, it's just not as desirable as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, it's still important, but it's no longer that separator. AI is going to win that battle every time. So, what do we do to prepare our students? We need to look at what is really important. Rather than how much information do you know, we need students and graduates who can find credible and reliable content in this world of information overload. Next, can you analyze and synthesize this information? Before you even jump to problem solving with, yes, of course, extremely vital. Perhaps just as important is problem formation. Schools miss the boat with problem formation. Can you create an essential question that can't easily be solved with a simple Google search? Then, through this, can you persevere, take your thoughts, take your work, and share to the world using the many different modalities of communication that exist today? All of this would be extremely hard to accomplish without the ability for our students to know how to collaborate. This is not an easy process. We have to start practicing this now within our schools. This is the type of thinking that's needed. This is what's going to set up our students for success in today's world.
The 8th grade Keystone Project at Seacrest Country Day School is a project that was designed to measure learning that's relevant to the way that we approach education here at Seacrest. Seacrest prioritizes educating the whole student. It's not enough here to simply master content. You must also help coach yourself into being a meaningful, impactful individual. And so we wanted a project that obviously measured their academic proficiency, but also gave room for their individuality to shine and for them to leverage creativity and the arts, in an academic setting. And so this project begins as a formal research paper. They are looking for topics that are correlated to things they learned during their time learning American history here at Seacrest. Once they have identified that topic, we work through a very meticulous process to make them proficient, writers. They write a formal research paper that must be in APA format with annotated bibliographies and APA source cards, and really making sure that they've seen various different types of writing to prepare them to be proficient in the high school. Once that research paper is done is when the magic really happens. We ask them to present on their topic, but it must be done in a way that is channeled through our related arts department. That means that these students they're taking a look at what the essential elements of their topic are. Why does it matter to them and to the world around them? Why should it matter? What relevant themes run through this idea? What emotions are attached to it? What connected words and phrases come to mind when you think of this topic? And then, how do you communicate those through art? Okay? And that can be a dramatic monologue, a skit, painting or drawing or using digital tools to create artwork, 3D printing, editing videos, or short stories or poetry. That the goal is not to just give the information to the audience, but to make them feel the way they feel about this topic, to leverage the related arts department to communicate complex ideas and complicated messages and deep-seated emotion to the audience on this topic. Students benefit from this because it requires them to do a multitude of things that are difficult to harness in a classroom. First, you have the obvious academic connection, right? They're showing the mastery of a topic by covering it in a purposeful, well-written, articulate research paper. They're learning the process of research and how to use evidence to leverage yourself and write commentary to expand on that concept. They're also then recognizing that academics exist in various mediums. But just because you're learning in an English class doesn't mean it can't exist in performing arts, or in math, or in history, or in technology. Those things are all interwoven together, and the time that we recognize that all these academic areas are connected is in the workforce. The goal of Seacrest is to produce students who become functional humans, right? Who make a difference, who make an impact. And this project allows them to do that by recognizing that all of these things can be connected to produce a desirable outcome. And that's that project piece. And they're going to see that in the workplace, having to leverage different skills of the people they're working with to come up with an outcome or a solution. It also makes them problem solvers, because the thing that we're asking them to do is highly difficult, especially in 8th grade. I'm asking you to take a concrete concept and present it in a very abstract but meaningful way. And there's a lot of roadblocks to that oftentimes, and it takes a lot of coaching from various teachers and their advisors to get them to a place where those things are possible. The Keystone specifically really allows students to showcase their way of learning. It's not a secret at this point that all students learn different, and all teachers do their best to encapsulate, those different methods. This project allows them to identify them for themselves. Sometimes they don't actually know, and then leverage those things to create something unique and beautiful.
This is the Keystone Project. This makes learning come to life, this makes it sticky, and this provides the skills that actually are going to benefit our students in the long run.